Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Saggy, it is your weekly reading for December 23rd to the 29th. So this week, Saggy, we have the beautiful Ever Unfolding Rose Oracle card. We have the Moon, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So what better way to be on the threshold of the new year, Saggy, than to have that full energy. You know, that full energy wants to bring you into 2020 with clarity, with vision, with a fresh start. We can see that there's new territories in life to be explored for you, new opportunities that want to come in for you, that could come after a period of purging at the end of 2019. So it's an interesting energy for you. It looks really positive. So before we unpack the tarot cards, guys, let's read out that oracle card, the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Yeah, that's interesting there, Saggy, because that is really what I was feeling for you when I saw this Four of Swords in the mix. You know what? I feel like some of you might potentially, as the year comes to a close, are in a sense of reflection or recovery from the energies that you might have been processing in this last quarter of 2019. Guys, there was some really big planetary shifts and energy going on. We were closing out a decade. Some say, depending on your beliefs, that we're processing a decade's worth of karma in this the last month with the full moon and the eclipse. So there's been a lot of purging that happened. A lot of people experienced friends or lovers or people leaving their life that they thought might be in their life forever. Some situations, deconstructed and fell away that we just weren't expecting. Many of us had tower moments. And I feel that maybe, Sagittarius, you've had some of these things. You might have experienced something within the realm of what I've just spoken about. Definitely a lot of releasing denser energies, transmuting, purging. And you know what? I think that, you're in that recovery stage at the moment. You're getting your new battle plan together, and the Fool will help you put that in place to move into the new year. But I think this is a time for you to take a bit of tea for time out, bit of reflection, maybe some healing time. We do have that link here to the Three of Swords. So, in the Oracle card, we heard about, having our heart cracked open and, trying to keep that open when we've been through hurts rather than shut it down. Well, that's an interesting comment because, a lot of us go through hurts, and the first thing we want to do is shut down that heart center so that we don't re-experience that hurt with someone else down the track. However, keeping that heart open is important because our heart is our inner compass. It helps guide us forward. It helps us, connect with our higher self. It really is a brain center. I think they've now proven that there's by far an exponential amount of more electrical energy in the heart than what there is in the brain. So it's important to keep that heart open, even if you have gone through deep hurts and pain, maybe grief, sorrow in this last quarter of 2019, guys. Keep that heart open, keep unfolding that rose. It's a little bit like peeling the onion. Situations help us strip back the layers of the ego, and it can be a feeling of being quite vulnerable when we get close to the core. So yeah, that's an interesting message for you to heal, to keep that heart open. It will hurt, it will heal once it's exposed to the elements, and when it heals twice as strong. And yeah, I feel like you'll know when that moment is, when you're feeling like you've got your energy back, your enthusiasm back, the level of healing that you need to pick up this last sword and get back into life, you know, because this is all about you reflecting on the end of 2019, getting a new plan together so that you can launch into 2020. And throughout this process, Saggy, you know, I feel like, you know, there could be revelations that come to light for you. There could be, you know, things that you, like suppressed memories that come to light. You might be reflecting on the situations that you've been through in 2019 and starting to gain an understanding of them, because that moon energy can talk about, you know, the things that go on behind the shroud, you know, in the shadows. It can link to the illusions that we might have been playing within in 2019. You know, we are all actors on the stage, and sometimes we, you know, get caught up in the roles, like the role of who we are at work, the role of who we are as a lover, and we can lose a little bit of ourselves in that. So I think that this combination of the Queen of Wands and the Moon is about you starting to reconnect to yourself, seeing situations for what they were, you know, getting that hindsight, getting that clarity to move forward. Because, you know, the Moon is about those mysteries revealed, that information revealed, and the Queen of Wands is a visionary, so she can really see through matters, and, you know, she is very determined to use that information to create what she wants in her life moving forward. She's very determined, she is enthusiastic, she knows how to manifest, and she makes instinctual, calculated decisions for her life in order to move it forward. The Moon energy can also talk about deepening your connection to your intuition. So especially if you might have had that heart center closed down while you were dealing with some hurts from you know, recent past, that Moon energy can really help you reconnect to your intuition and bring yourself into a greater sense of balance as well, because we have that wild wolf and the tame dog. So this is about acknowledging both sides of yourself. The shadow side, you know, the hurts, the pain, the depression, the shadow work that you might have done, it's all part of us, and we have to accept it and acknowledge that. And it's through integrating that with our conscious side that we kind of become whole, and that's when we are connected to our intuition, and that's when we can move forward in a strong, calculated way and be that visionary that's, you know, going to start planting the seeds and manifesting, you know, what you want in 2020. And focus energy for this week, guys, the Fool. You know, I'm so pleased to see this here because it's a perfect card to step over the threshold of a new year into. You know, the Fool is about having restored trust, hope, and faith in the universe, and, you know, taking that leap into a new chapter or new relationship, new job, new stage of life, new season. Even though you might not know at this stage what the outcome will be, where that destination is, you know, where that path is leading, but it's about knowing that you are on the threshold of a fresh new start, a new beginning. Again, you know, we have the link here, you know, little white dog, got the little black cat here. This is about making instinctual decisions. It's about trusting your intuition, and, you know, that is your compass that will guide you on this journey and let you know if, you know, you're getting close to a cliff edge or that sort of thing. You know, yes, there will be, you know, mountains to scale on this new journey down the track, but, you know, there is a sense of divine guidance that this is the journey for you to take. So we just trust in that, and we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. And the Fool, you know, just takes such a small knapsack there because he knows that taking the baggage from the past is only going to hinder him in connecting with the present moment. So if possible, you know, we leave everything that happened in 2019 there and we carry on with a fresh slate. So it's such a beautiful new energy here, Saggy. Yeah, and I mean, we've got the two knights to top off the reading here. So that Knight of Wands, no doubt, is you, Saggy. You know, that is you. Actually, I really wanted to probably group that with the Fool. You know, it's about you charging forth on this new journey, on this new beginning. You know, the Knight of Wands is an explorer, an adventurer. He's got passion and enthusiasm for life. We have the link here to new manifestations with the 3 sand dunes. So it's about you getting ready to plant the seeds of this new chapter and then get on with taking the inspired action you need to make it happen. It can be about either offering a passionate offer to somebody or receiving it as well. Enthusiasm, energy, maybe reconnecting with your sense of spirituality. This is you in your power, getting ready to set forth onto a brand new journey there, Saggy. And we've got the Knight of Cups here as well. So on that journey, guys, don't be surprised if in the near future you come across this Knight of Cups. Now, this Knight of Cups can be a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or somebody that embodies the energy of the Knight of Cups, which is, compassionate, charismatic, magnetic. So this can be somebody entering your life with some kind of emotional offer for you. Yes, it can be a new love. Could also be somebody to connect with in business and work that you have a really good professional chemistry with. Can be an apology, a new offer of friendship, or a deepened sense of self-love. But either way, this says, Saggy, that your energy is going to be in the right place to allow these offerings to come in, to receive as well as to give in 2020. So be on the lookout for your Knight of Cups. So Saggy, it's a beautiful reading. We've got some really positive energy here. It all begins with, taking that little bit of time out, healing anything that we need to from 2019, leaving it, securely in the past, moving forward with, a fresh, restored sense of trust, faith, and hope, taking that leap into new opportunities. And, that's when we align ourselves with our true purpose, our higher self, and that's when the universe gets the memo and knows that it can bring in the offerings for you because you're ready, because you're embodied, because you're whole again. Okay, Saggy, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all the best with it this week. If you're celebrating over the holiday period, I hope you have a beautiful time with your friends and family, no matter what you celebrate and what your beliefs are. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it won't be for every Sagittarius. And I look forward to seeing you next year for many more readings.